inching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Brissett.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. They go play action with Brissett. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
He'll get this underneath to Montgomery.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one a gain of 20 in a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now Jackson on first down. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The Raiders at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And some space here.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jackson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for this sweep back here at home.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there.
His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
On 2nd and 7, Brissett.
This one swung out to Montgomery.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Brissett flush to his right. This one complete to Christian Kirk. His first catch good for 8 and a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Play fake. Brissett.
And one more time, here's Kirk.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On play action, Brissett. Escaping the pressure right. Catch made, it's Moreau. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 11. Read option, here's Montgomery.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And that is incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And some room to roam now. There he goes right side. The 30. 10, 5.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Brissett. This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line. The Chargers' passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Brissett got his man complete over the middle. That's Montgomery.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Brissett now. And able to find Kirk complete.
And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They try again with Montgomery. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. David Montgomery, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Chargers have cut it back within a score.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. He'll rifle rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Give him 9 on the pickup, but they're still a few inches short now on 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
York able to send this one through.
And that will do it for this first half.
So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top.
As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half, because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And no pitch there, and no chance either, as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Jackson. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Play action. Now Jackson.
The defense gets a hand on it, but he still grabs it. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I know from experience, partner, all they've been talking about is if we can just make 1 play, get our hands on the ball 1 time, we can change this game.
They almost did. That was a dangerous throw.
And instead, it goes against them 1 more time. Let's see if they can hang in there and not lose control mentally.
Room here to run.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Well, he was already over 100 yards running the football prior to this play, but this run may be his best yet.
I've got to agree with you on that one. We're looking at a guy running with extreme confidence, running in harmony and sync with his blockers, all of them kind of moving as one, and look at the end result. Big plays.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads you into bigger errors.
Brissett. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
On is the Chargers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded at about the 28. Very good return that time. 18 yards.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Jackson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete.
And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
To throw again is Jackson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Touchdown Raiders. Cortland Sutton, 39 yards.
And the Raiders take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Brissett to throw on first. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Another try after the first down sack. Brissett. Open man is Kirk, complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender...
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Robert Woods. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter.
Jackson on first down. Kidder, and a loose football, and picked up by the Chargers.
Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the third quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
On second down, they'll run it here. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Chargers 17.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Brissett. This is caught. It's Woods. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Brissett.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance of victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
You think about the strong safety position, and they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pickens on the slant.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. This is caught. It's Kirk. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Brissett. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On 1st and 10, Brissett. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Brissett.
He's got his man. That's Woods on the out route.
And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down. To throw, Brissett. Touchdown, Chargers. Christian Kirk, a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They find some open field here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Now Jackson. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now Brissett.
Looking left sideline, incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here's Brissett.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? and he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Throwing, Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this one is incomplete. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
Now Jackson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Down to about the 37. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Now a timeout called for by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out in the end. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all what happened for them down this stretch. A huge win.
So for Las Vegas, they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Commanders. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they fall for the first time